The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
Of humanity! You just missed it. You just missed it. Hi!
I think you are, yes.
Anyways, as is much of our audience, welcome to the Not So Late Show. It's another...
That's not true. Our target demographic,
That's true.
not all of our...
Yes, but the people
Viewers
who are actually watching, our target demo are people who are likely to be high
or drunk.
or drunk, but it's for different reasons. It's either people like under 20, right? Or under 25 who are probably high, or it's people over 70 who have taken the wrong medication. Either way, our audience cannot comprehend anything we're saying. And it's not just because of us.
But we're still winning.
Yes,
Because we get viewers.
that's true.
That's all that matters.
I don't know how we measure that, but we do.
What percentage do you think just the remote batteries died and they don't want to get up?
At least, wait, of people like in general, or like
Either
who are
or.
watching our
Go-
show live right now?
Go both ways.
Okay, I think there's about a 2% who are remote batteries are dying and they're just lazy, and I think people will try it's cable 5 is like a puddle.
Oh, no.
You try and jump over it as quickly as you can. Right? So I think it's kind of actually a quite small percentage of that 2% who are stuck on cable 5. The only way you get stuck on cable 5 is if you have tuned into a show a la Bob Ross, which you find just like with not a whole lot of entertainment value, but you're like, this puts me to sleep or something like that. I don't find that very likely for us.
Well, now with all the yelling you do, that's not going to put anyone to sleep.
No, however, they could have left it on for the soothing music they have on their...
It could be
Their
used
ads?
to keep awake if you, like, work...
Ah! Yeah.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorite scenes from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She's in the interrogation room. It was like... Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ah!
I haven't seen the newer seasons.
They're still great. They're absolutely great.
Even since they went over to NBC.
Still great.
Because Fox, in their infinite wisdom,
Yeah,
still,
well,
hey, this is an awesome show. Everyone loves it.
you know what
Let's
we should do? We
ditch
should
it.
cancel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that show is
What'd
brilliant.
they do that with? Oh, yeah. Everything.
Everything. It is positively everything.
Firefly.
And everything.
People actually had loved Firefly, would have stayed on the air.
Details.
Problem. Nobody liked it.
I liked it.
It's like Citizen Kane. No one liked it at first, and then everyone's
That's
like,
not
"Oh,
true. It was
it's bad."
15 years later.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
There you go.
So if
Alright.
you can't tell, Rob's visiting us today. Yeah.
Hi, Rob!
Hello!
Hello. Hello.
Where's that from?
I don't know.
Rob.
It's Rob.
It's
It's
Rob,
from
yeah,
Rob.
it's
Thanks,
from
Rob, for your thing.
You know what I've had? You know what I had recently that I've now slightly addicted to?
Herpes.
Pancakes.
No, and definitely no. The frozen coffee from Dunkin' Donuts.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a coffee
It's
drinker,
basically
so.
a coffee milkshake.
Huh.
That's what it comes down to. Like $5 for a coffee milkshake and 1 minute flat? Okay. Done.
You've piqued my interest.
You
Go
haven't?
on.
Yeah, they're super tasty.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I don't like coffee, so.
It's tasty.
I've had people do it light and sweet. It's like, you'll never taste it. I'm like, nope, definitely there.
All right, well, you do you. You. Who?
You. Oh, that's
You
chocolate
guys.
milk.
What?
That's chocolate milk. Or a chocolate drink.
All
I
right,
don't
they
know.
do have frozen chocolate. which is basically the
It's
same
a,
thing.
it's a
Except,
frozen hot chocolate.
Frozen hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Those are good.
yeah, they have those at Dunkin' Donuts too.
Yeah, no sugar. Lots of sugar.
Don't you mean Duncan?
No, I don't mean Dunkin'.
Well, that's their name now.
That
so-
name can go straight to goddamn hell, Doug.
right where it came from.
Yes, it can go right back where it came from, which is some sort of shitty marketing department somewhere. It's really just, what are some of the other like horrible rebrandings? Can you think of any horrible name rebrandings that are as bad as Dunkin'?
Like where it was the same, they just redid it, or like they full rebrand,
Like-
like Gold Star is now known as LG.
Well, that was a good rebrand.
Well, for them, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Well, they still make, now they actually, like, here's the thing, is at one point, like, Gold Star was just an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then their equipment got good, but everyone still associated it with being a giant piece of shit. So they're like, all right, we gotta just start over. There you go.
So it's still a rebranding. That was a
I
complete.
guess. Yeah, it was, but it wasn't a bad rebranding, though.
No.
You know?
I'm trying to think. What has rebranded? Nothing really like jumps out.
Like there's Kentucky Fried Chicken, who is now largely just simply rebranded as KFC.
That's
but
what
that-
everything
but that's-
says, but they're still Kentucky Fried Chicken.
But that's just like here. That's like, I know someone in Dunkin' Donuts marketing department would equate the two, because you're saying Dunkin' Donuts going into like, oh, I'm going to Dunkin',
Well, that's like Burger King and BK.
Yeah.
Like I think in the '90s it was like, oh, we're BK, and then it's like, no, we're Burger
But the
King.
thing of it is with KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken is such a long name that the abbreviation became almost a necessity. Dunkin' Donuts, which is a very quick alliteration, has no need to be shorted to Dunkin'.
Well, do you know why they did it?
Because
Everyone called it that.
Who?
Like everybody's like,
Who?
where you? It's like, hey, you want to go grab a coffee? Where are you thinking, Dunkin'?
They're
They're trying to be trendy, and they're trying to be with like the millennial.
I'm hip. I'm with it. Tucka, 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 tucka.
Yeah, I'm not.
Millennials are all over the age of 30 now.
God damn it.
I'm on the cusp.
Of what, Generation Y?
X,
No.
Z,
One of those.
sure.
Somewhere at the end of the alphabet.
All right. Hold on.
All I'm saying is Dunkin' Donuts marketing department. No.
Yeah, but what else has
Bad.
actually rebranded?
Bad. Bad. No. Bad. There you go. Somewhere there's someone's dog at home. It's now like, what did I do? Just remember, dog, it's not you. You're okay. You're a happy puppy. We love you very much. It's Dunkin' Donuts marketing department. They know what they did. I can't think of any other horrible rebrandings. I really can't. Like, this one sticks out like such a sore thumb to me.
I fell for the IHOP thing. IHOP would have taken.
International House of Burgers.
Yeah, but they were.
That's not a permanent rebranding. That's
You
just
thought it was.
I thought it was.
that it's just slightly cutesy, bordering on stupid.
I'm sure it's
Leaning more towards stupid. It's like they've got like one foot like on cutesy, but like, their overall center of gravity is more on the stupid, and there's no like recovering back to cutesy. Eventually they're just going over. They're just going over the ledge all the way to stupid. That's where IHOB is right now.
By the way, the burgers are good.
Are the burgers good?
Good, yeah.
Here's what I'm more surprised about is that you have gone to the International House of Pancakes and you had burgers. Did you also have pancakes?
No, diabetes. Diabetes forced me into eating a hamburger, ironically.
But was this is it International House of Pancakes now trying to appeal to diabetics by allowing their family who are non-diabetic to go there
Probably.
and eat their sugary syrups and all the rest of it?
Everybody hates diabetes.
Wait. Did you go there with your kids?
Yes.
Okay, you get a pass.
All right.
Because if you went to IHOP by yourself and got the burger, I don't feel like there's much recovery from that.
That's what IHOP is all about. The culture of IHOP. That's what it's all about. Want a hamburger? Go to a pancake place.
I don't know. IHOP just sounds like someone with a lisp who's a gimp. I mean, right? No? Too soon?
I don't know for who, but maybe.
Maybe? I don't know. That's all I'm saying. It's not. If you went by yourself to get like that, like I want a burger, where should I go? IHOP. Yes. Like that would have been all your judgments in the history of your life would have been called into question just from that decision making. But because you went with family, that's totally, see, now it's like, it's a very clear delineation there. It's like, that falls totally under like, okay, this is a family breakfast. Dad can't have pancakes with the strawberry fructose syrup, so he'll have a burger. Wait, was it for breakfast?
No, it was for dinner. Everybody else had breakfast food, though.
They had breakfast. See, but you can have breakfast for dinner, well, especially if you're going to IHOP. Really, you know.
You're not diabetic.
And you're not diabetic. Doesn't like at that point were you also thinking about like, all right, you were making this decision to have that burger? Were you also thinking like, because they have like eggs on the menu and bacon and things of
You clean that menu.
Oh, hey!
Hey-o.
Line of the night. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a keeper.
there are other items available on that menu. Had you considered keeping in step with the family to be like, I shall also have breakfast for dinner? Were you trying to like disassociate yourself with them, or was it really just the overall curiosity over their quality of burgers?
Yeah, I'm a hamburgerologist.
Are you really?
Yeah, I love it. So I had to have the bread because they've been hyping it, and they went with this ironic, potentially embarrassing campaign. So I was like, I've got to try this.
Okay.
They're pretty good.
All right.
They're pretty good.
Now let me ask you this: have you tried the new? Have you gone to Burger King and tried the new like Impossible Burger?
I've not tried. I really do want to try.
I don't think it's available here
I will
yet.
be freaked out by the fact that it's not actual meat, but they say
Trust me, you won't.
you won't.
And now here's the
They say
thing:
it's good, and I want to try it.
it's. No, those thoughts going through my head. I'm not going to repeat right now. Bad brain, bad brain. Okay, it's good in terms of a burger, the same way your 3-year-old's drawing goes up on the fridge.
Yeah.
You're like, I can tell that's a horse, right? You're like, this is the first drawing. It's a horse by my 3-year-old, right?
Okay.
That's the Impossible Burger to beef connection.
Have you actually had one?
Okay.
I have.
Where did you have it?
Work, actually.
Here?
No, work at the cafeteria.
Like
Like
in
Burger
Connecticut?
King came in. Was the king there?
Yeah, it wasn't the Burger King, but it was an Impossible Burger.
I didn't think they were in Connecticut yet.
Well, that's true. Yeah, but Burger
But-
Because they were just testing them out West Coast.
No,
They're here now?
yeah, yes.
was this Burger King though? They gave it to you?
No. It was
Okay,
yeah.
I thought
Here's
I thought
the
the king showed up. And it was a promotional thing.
no. Here's what basically the equivalent is.
Okay.
Is when you go to like Price Right and you're like,
I like
all
Price
right,
Right.
I've got company coming, but I don't like them that much, so I'll get the 24 burger patties for $3.50.
Why are they coming to your house if you don't like them?
What's that?
Why do that? Just go to the dollar store for your burger patty.
Yes.
Well, either way, it's pretty much the same thing.
You don't hate them that much,
Right.
but not enough to buy real burger patties.
All right, that's all right. So that's I think so. The two analogies work well. Yeah. All right. So you've got something that's recognizable
As a beef.
as meat, but it's not what you would call
Good. Yeah, it's not what you would call good.
Is it passable?
Yes.
It is, and it has the consistency of meat, allegedly. Does it?
Close.
Ooh, close is not, because if you're gonna be eating plants, close.
Now
is not
here's
good
the
enough.
thing.
Yeah.
If someone served me it and I just ate it, I'd be like, all right, it's a cheap burger.
Right.
Right? I only knew because I was hyper aware. Well, like, or let me rephrase that, like, of the texture and all of that, I only noticed the difference of it or was able to pick it out because I was hyper aware of what I was doing. And then I was making the conscious effort to go, like, fishless fish, there you go. Of going, okay, how does this compare to a regular burger, right?
Okay.
And so, if I was not hyper aware in that point, I don't think I necessarily would have like gone like, that's weird. I wouldn't have done that. It would have been, once again, it's a horse.
So it's a.
It's
It's a cheap off-brand burger.
yes.
All right, but otherwise the consistency, it's not gross.
Nope.
It's got the consistency of meat.
Yep.
So
Flavor's decent.
It's a low rent off-brand burger.
Exactly.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
I'll do that.
Right. So,
Do that.
It's not low rent.
Well, they're expensive.
yes, they're expensive as all get out, but
Yeah, curse you, Burger Fi.
Yeah, if you have some sort of, mental or ethical qualms about, taking old Bessie out to pasture, then I guess, hey, you spend the extra $1.50 on your burger patty and you can sleep well at night with all your tofu beet farts.
Is it beets?
Well, that's where they get the fake blood for the burger. They extract this protein from beets called heme, H-E-M-E.
I didn't know about the commitment. I knew about the consistency, and I didn't know the commitment with blood coming out of it.
Yeah, it's not real blood, but basically
But that's
they extract this protein from beets called heme. It's sort of the same sort of root chain from hemoglobin sort of deal. So it gives it a little bit of that like meaty, irony taste, and it also lets the burger bleed.
Okay.
So it's interesting when you look at it. If you're it's kind of like what you call on a car like a 20-foot paint job, where it's like, oh, that car looks great, and then you get real close to it, and you're like, for a 12-year-old with a spray gun,
Hey, think about the 12-year-old's feelings for a minute.
Sets are like that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. If you looked at our old set real close, you're like, oh, wow, that's not even.
All right, well, you're a man of science.
Yes.
Right, so,
Science!
can these, because you're never supposed to try the first thing out. And I know it's been out for a while. Ware's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Can these get better?
I think so.
Can they be just like me?
No.
They can't.
No.
They can't do it?
I don't think so. I think what they'll eventually get to is that, however many years down the line, we'll get to lab-grown meat, right? Where this is all, all the meat's grown in a petri dish, and your choice will be the veggie burger, which has done a even better job than they are now of replicating what it is, or it'll be the super expensive lab-grown burger, or you just say screw it all and I want my $1.50 Bessie burger,
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You're a
All right,
jerk.
now I have to ask you, because you are now a self-proclaimed burger connoisseur.
Yes.
Do you within, I would say, a 20-mile radius around Torrington, where is your burger place of choice?
What's the range?
20-mile radius?
20 miles. That's tough.
I already got mine.
Because
Places around here suck, is what he's gonna tell you.
well, no, I haven't tried everything.
Sure.
I have not tried Shake Shack, for example.
Okay. It's
but,
all right.
Like,
20 miles, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I worship Fat Burger, which is
Okay.
around here. In-N-Out Burger, obviously,
Uh-huh.
is tremendous. There's got to be one that I'm missing, and I apologize to independent.
Five
chains,
Guys?
they're really good. Five Guys.
That's mine.
I do not like.
Really?
I love
Strictly-
Five Guys.
Strictly average.
We're strictly average.
I tried it. I know, and people have told me, a wise old guy named Bill
Uh-huh.
told me, how many ways can you really do a burger differently? It's really all about the bun and the toppings and stuff like that. But I just, like I said,
I disagree with that.
yeah, I disagree with that too. Strictly average.
Like you can have you gone down to Lewis's Lunch down in New Haven and had
No.
their
yes.
or their oven coal-fired burger, whatever the hell it is.
Exactly, they want to call
Which
it.
and they serve it on toast with maybe a slice of tomato if you're lucky.
That's good.
What's your impression of that?
That I liked.
Have you tried? There's a place down in Connecticut that does these steamed cheesy burgers.
Yeah.
Meriden.
Meriden, do you know what that place is called?
I don't remember the
I
name,
haven't
but
tried
I know
it yet. You
it's
haven't?
in Meriden.
No, let's go.
Lou, Rob,
Lou.
Lou.
Ironic for many reasons.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I haven't done that.
Wow. All right. All right. So for you, it's Fat Burger or
Fat Burger and In-N-Out Burger.
In and Out.
There's a lot
Neither of which are anywhere near here.
No.
Yeah.
In-N-Out Burger.
What about Fuddruckers?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best ever. I mean, for a $36 hamburger, it's.
Did you get the 5-pounder or whatever it was?
No, you know what? I haven't tried that. There was a place in New York City
Uh-huh.
that did that. Eat this. It was $30. I didn't want a
Right.
T-shirt. It wasn't that big, but it was big, and you had to finish it. That I finished.
Do you remember one of the first times we went down to Foxwoods and I went to Fuddruckers and I got the 2.5-pound burger and finished it and regretted it?
Yeah, but later you regret it, not then.
No, I regretted it then too.
No.
There was regret all the way through.
No.
Yep.
All right, Rob, you look like you're one away on this burger debate.
No, I was asking about the dead frog on the sidewalk.
Of all things.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't see it. I feel like we
thanks
should,
for crashing the party
I
now.
feel like we should all just leave the show here with empty mics and go poke it with a stick. Isn't that required?
Yeah, I guess we should. Yeah, humans.
Yeah.
Humans, am I right?
Ha!
Let's
Humans.
do this hamburger thing. That's
Yeah.
all,
Let's all go poke a dead frog with a stick.
Oh, that'd be a good name for a restaurant. I like that.
I think that's also the subtitle of our show. The Not So Late Show, poking a dead frog with a stick.
So what's yours? What would you say?
Oh, man.
Mile radius, because you've been places.
Okay.
Never.
Thinking.
You've been far and wide.
Alright. I can't think of any good local places.
Yeah, like for example, look.
I
Like-
love my Five Guys. I
like
don't care what
Wendy's.
you say.
Uh-huh.
I do like Wendy's.
Uh-huh.
Wendy's is.
I'll take Five Guys over Wendy's any day.
Rob, just said Rob louder.
Uh-huh.
I can't do Whitney.
No, that's not what he said first. Say what you said first.
I went,
Ugh.
Alright.
It was guttural. It was
Alright.
very guttural, yeah.
I am the one person who doesn't like Five Guys. I do not like Five
You know,
Guys.
like, here's the thing. Every burger place I've been to, like, around here is anywhere from slightly below mediocre to average to slightly above average. There are no standouts. The place in New Haven that does those, like, sideways grill burgers are good, but they insist on putting it on fucking toast, and they're like, ketchup, get the fuck out, so they can go straight to hell, because ketchup is an American institution, and it pairs nicely with meat. I'm just sorry. Their insistence on the lack of that just...
Really? I've had burgers overseas. They put it on toast, and you've been overseas.
I have, but their
That's probably
insistence on it, this
Alright.
utter absurd insistence, kills me. You know where I've had the two best burgers of my life?
Yeah.
Paris, France.
Wow.
Yeah, it was at the place. You know, it's that movie. It was at the restaurant. You know where they filmed like Amelie or whatever the hell it was.
Amelie?
Amelie, whatever it was. Yeah, there. Fantastic freaking burger.
Really? Alright.
Amazing. The best burger I've ever had in my life
Yeah.
was in Iceland.
Really?
Really. They had this like Bernays burger, which I dream about to this day. Like it was like, you know, like you go out and try and experience new things and new places and all the rest of that.
Yeah.
Like we got back from this like 45-mile hike, and the only thing like myself and Sam and his wife could think about was like not a shower, was going to get that fucking burger again. It was that good. It blew us all away.
Wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't have thought it, but we were like, damn.
So it's just a regular hamburger, like you said, Bernays, but it's
Yeah.
a regular hamburger, but it's tremendous.
It's the way they prepare, like the exact grind of the meat, the exact seasoning of the beef. It is cooked and seared to perfection. It's just perfect.
Wow.
It is a perfect goddamn burger.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought Iceland.
Yeah, of all places, that's great.
Yeah. Downtown Reykjavik. It was like the restaurant was like, something like that. It does begin with like ISK or something, but yeah, it was very, very good.
Is this before or after your bus got swept away and a bus came and rescued you? The river was rising or something?
After.
It was after.
It was
that.
after that, yeah.
Disaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was after we were like, oh, there's a tractor in there. Oh, nope, not anymore. Well,
Well, that's all right. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's good to know.
all right, Jay. So, do you have any in all of your travels that you're like, that's the burger, that's the place?
I don't go anywhere.
All right. So, speaking as a local,
That's even worse.
it is. But here's the thing: out of all of us, you have probably visited the most restaurants in the immediate vicinity of Torrington and Litchfield and Winstead, etc. Right? Now, out of all of those places you've been, I suspect that burgers have been a predominant item of order. Correct?
I am a fan.
All right. Out of all those local places, is there one that stands above the rest from where you said? And if you say Jake's way back, you're out.
No. No, I mean, I don't know, is Five Guys a national chain? Or
It
just-
is.
It is national?
If not, it's damn close to it, yeah.
All right. So as chains go, they are currently my favorite because there's not a lot of other, not
Okay.
Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King chains
Sure.
out there. I've never been disappointed with Pizza Palace's cheeseburger grinders.
I've never tried one of those.
Get it with mayo. Mm-hmm. Make it nice and warm.
A little garlic aioli. No?
Yeah, they're not that fancy.
Okay, fair enough.
You
want some bread with your grinder? No.
I've had Plan B, but it was a little dry. It was good. Tasted very good, but it was dry.
Okay.
That's a problem I find a lot. There's no juicy burger with just drip, drip, drip.
You're cooking it wrong, man. They're squishing all the juice out of the burger.
Hey, I can't do that.
No.
Yeah, a lot of places like, oh, you gotta have their burger. It's awesome. It's like, yeah, the flavor's good, but there's no moisture content. It's just like, it's dry. It's flavored nicely.
Yeah, but if they cook all the juice out of it, it's
then there's nothing. But
see, that doesn't speak very highly of.
Backstage, when they were still here, they're now sliders. But Backstage actually had an okay burger.
Okay.
A little pricey, but it was all right. But now they're not here anymore, so there's not much we can do.
That is sad. All right, well, you want
Five Guys I really like because they don't squeeze the shit out of the juices.
Yep.
You can get anything you want, like caramelized onions. Mm-hmm. Not easy to find that in a lot of places.
No, it's not. No.
Onions, yes. Caramelized onions. And you got to have that sugar content.
Those take time to do right.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, boom, I burned these caramelized. It's like, no, it's not how that works. It's not how any of that works.
Now, you know a food that I've not really found anyone can do correctly except for my friend that I work with properly?
Wait for it. Kimchi.
No.
Okay. You ever even had kimchi in your life?
I don't even know what it is.
All right, great.
What is it?
Rotten cabbage.
Well, that sounds great.
It's fermented cabbage.
No.
Still not, yeah.
No. Steak and cheese.
You know, I've been to Philly. I've been to, Geno's and the other ones around there. Like Juice and Whiz and all that. You've been to Tony Luke's, and I've been to all the ones in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know what the general overall impression I'm left with?
Yeah, that's the thing. The problem is that they get known for it, then everybody starts doing it, but then they get so complacent because it's like, yeah, we're the home of the steak and cheese, and then they're just like, it just goes downhill.
But the thing of it is like, I go to this place like, is this how it's always been? Like, yeah, it's always been this great. I'm like, you have an unsophisticated palate.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. No one really does a steak and cheese, and if they do, it's really not that impressive.
Now, when you get steak and cheese, do you do it with cheddar, do you do it with American, or do you do it with Whiz?
Not Whiz.
No?
Usually American.
Okay.
Cheddar, I mean, it depends.
There's no flavor to American, though. It's like, I've got steak with extra gooey salt.
Okay. I'm all right with that.
All right.
What's wrong with gooey salt?
Just lack of flavor.
See, that is something you'd have to get the same steak and cheese from the same place with two different cheeses.
I feel like we need to take a drive to Philly and just have steak and cheese all day.
Just grab one on your way out.
Perfect. We could.
You're going to be going right by them.
I'd be going well north of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's details. It's only a 4-hour detour.
That's fine.
That's
it's worth
great.
it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Now, the only place, believe it or not, that actually did a really good steak and cheese, well, one was a chain, one was a local. Guy left, and I was heartbroken. D'Angelo's.
As in the chain?
The sandwich shop, yeah.
Okay.
They actually do it on a griddle.
Okay.
And they put the cheese on it, they put the cover on it, and let it all just kind of gooeyate. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now.
Saturate?
Yes.
All right.
But it actually tastes really good. And, of course, you have to have seasoning on the steak, because without
Where
that,
was
it's
there
just...
D'Angelo's?
There used to... Well, no, there are. There's one out in Enfield. There used to be one... Actually, Jake's Way Back used to be D'Angelo's.
Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, and there used to be a Blimpie where the Cumberland Farms on top of East Main Street is. Across from BJ's.
I do remember that as well.
Yeah. But there used to be a local guy.
Uh-huh.
It was called Big D's.
103.
Yes. No. If you remember where the old Cumberland Farms was on East Main Street.
I sure don't.
Cool. So right across the street, going down the hill, it was a plant shop, but before that, it was actually a restaurant called Big D's.
Okay.
And he used to make a steak and cheese. And actually, Rob, you might remember because I used to bring it in a lot when he was still open.
Okay, sure.
Cool. But
this is a John Oliver level cool right there.
Place, it was a plant shop, restaurant. you wouldn't want to buy food out of it because it was condemned in 43.
Correct. That's the place.
Whitaker did a Christmas card with him one year.
Probably.
Yeah, I know the place.
Yeah, that place. But
Didn't he end up getting a truck?
yeah, because he couldn't afford the building.
And the truck was out by was out on the Winston Road.
Yeah, exactly.
The truck was condemned in 44.
No,
That's-
no, but it was next to a building that was condemned in 44.
Yeah, the sad part is the building's still there and the truck
Yes,
isn't.
the building's
Yeah.
still there.
But
That trombone.
he had excellent steak.
Uh-huh.
Cheese is just cheese, but you
Is
know,
it? I don't buy that statement. Cheese is just cheese.
American cheese is American cheese any way you slice it. Pun intended.
It's in the wrappers mostly, but yeah.
True.
Has anyone ever gotten, like, American cheese as a block?
Like a non-pre-sliced block?
Yeah.
No.
Does it even exist? It exists somewhere.
It's got to
Has
exist
to.
somewhere. Yeah.
Probably.
Well, actually, it does because that's what they
Probably
do
in
at the
your
deli.
I think they're just faking it. I think they're just going peel. I think just behind the counter when you get American sliced American cheese, they don't actually have the thing on the slicer. They're just furiously unwrapping slices and putting them in the wax paper just behind the counter.
Yeah, they definitely come as solid blocks because you go to the deli counter and they're slicing in front of you.
Yeah, sure they are. No, it's all faked. It's just all
Just a
cellophane.
show.
Just like they're like they're like sweating. Here's your American cheese, and it's
No,
like,
but-
what's all those cellophane wrappers? Nothing. Clear them away.
Nothing to see here. Just keep walking.
Yeah.
So yeah, the steak was very well seasoned. Mm-hmm. Cheese was good, whatever he used. He did French fries. He he deep fried them, damn near perfection. I used to get it all the time, and that probably contributed to this, but it was worth it.
There you go. Nailed it.
But then, yeah, the building just wasn't that great, or he couldn't afford it. So then he got a food truck, like before food trucks were a thing.
Right.
Was doing it out of that, and then one day I went down the road to get another steak and cheese, and he was
And
gone.
it was gone.
It was gone forever. Yeah, but you can't really get a good steak and cheese.
No.
No one is like, oh yeah,
Ever,
we got
anywhere.
thin, and they make it sound great in the description. It's like thin sliced, blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like,
And meanwhile, you're like tearing it like.
yeah, or it's fine, but there's just no flavor.
Flavor.
It's just like, okay.
Well, here's
so,
some. Might as well be
here's
fried
some-
bologna.
Yeah, here's some fried
Yeah.
bologna and cheese.
Yep.
Hooray!
Tell you what, I desperately need to get some water. You want to read a news story?
God damn it, Brad! You know I do.
I know you do.
I was reading about Warren Buffett, but I'll go to this now.
Okay. I'll be back.
Thank you for the warning. Hey, I just have to find it on my tablet. Well, it was deleted forever, so
Street view.
I'll just stand here or sit here and stare at things.
That's the building?
Huh.
Jesus, is it still standing? Wow, I'm not sure I'd call it
It is still standing, however, the roof line is not as...
standing, finger quotes.
yeah, the roof line is not as straight as it once used to be. So, our first news story, if you are a fan of Lord of the Rings, we have some good news for you. Amazon is actually co-developing a Lord of the Rings game. Fans have been waiting very patiently for the long-promised Amazon series, but while we still don't know when that's going to debut or who's going to star in it, Amazon has more Lord of the Rings news in store for us. Amazon Game Studios announced that it's working on a Lord of the Rings MMO, or massively multiplayer online game. Hey, you got water.
I got water.
So according to Amazon, the game is unrelated to the show, but there will be at least one key similarity. While Amazon has kept pretty quiet about the series, we know it will take place in the Second Age, which predates Tolkien's... Tolkien, whatever. That's fine.
You've been Tolkien a little too much to
I
read that
really
name.
have. Which predates Tolkien's most well-known novels. According to Athlon Games, because they're the makers, I guess, the game will also be set at a time long before the events of Lord of the Rings.
So wait. I'm gonna ask Rob this question.
Rob?
Who? All right. So this takes place before the Lord of the Rings book.
Wait, what does?
This game, the Second Age or whatever it is.
Okay.
But my presumption is sometime after the Silmarillion, or is it?
Well, yeah, because the Silmarillion is like the beginning.
Right, but like, all right. So who wrote like?
I'm not even sure that's the first age. But
I'm not even sure either. But who wrote like the like? Who filled out the rest of the world? Did Tolkien at some point go like? Here's some books. Here's some more books. There's some gaps, but here's kind of what's in the middle. Okay.
Who?
Yeah, there's the trilogy that you know, The Hobbit, and the Silmarillion,
Right.
which no one reads.
Right.
All right. After that, then there's like the Book of Lost Tales, which also no one reads.
Uh-huh.
There's a Book of Lost Tales too, so some of this is probably in there. And then there is an 18-volume set, and each volume is like that thick, of collected notes and stories that go no place.
So they have culminated. So essentially, this is not something that was kind of likely, not something that was made up completely out of the blue. This is something based off of any of those number of prolific and scattered works by Tolkien.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would go. He would develop an elaborate backstory
Uh-huh.
for a very short bit that actually made the final cut. That he wouldn't explain, but he would know the backstory.
And
So
he
it
wrote
makes
it all
sense.
down. So if you want to go back and read Eric, he already did all his own fan fiction. So if you want to go read
Basically, yes.
Aragorn's entire backstory, it's probably somewhere in that 18-volume set.
Yeah. Best way to look at it, sure.
Okay. I feel like this whole world's been so much more fleshed out to me now.
It's speculated that it's likely Amazon Game Studios chose this time to help distinguish its title from the Lord of the Rings Online, which is another MMO game. And while it's supposedly coincidental that both the Amazon series and game will explore the Second Age, it'll be interesting to see how each approaches that lesser-known time. To pull it off, Amazon Game Studios is partnering with PC gaming company Liu.
Sorry, 12 volumes.
Oh, only 12.
As you might
Weighing 150 pounds.
As you might remember, last fall, Liu-owned Athlon Games announced that it had reached an agreement with Middle-earth Enterprises to develop and publish a Lord of the Rings video game.
Me!
But at the time, it said only that it was working with a partner. While we know this game will be free to play and available on PCs and consoles, we don't yet know when it's going to be ready, and it's too soon to say which will arrive first, the
That
chicken or
means
the egg.
it's going to be freemium.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there is a limited set of people, a very limited set of people who have time or make time for MMORPGs. Like, I almost kind of feel like the sun is setting on those a little bit. Like World of Warcraft and stuff like that.
There's still a dedicated base to it.
There's
though.
a dedicated base, but it's ever so shrinking. And the reason I say that is we didn't used to have these enormously powerful devices in our pockets. And so in order to sustain that entertainment, you would sit in front of a powerful PC or sometimes a laptop, for hours on end. Now that we have these powerful devices, I feel like people are diverting their attention away from those PCs. You know when the last time I turned my PC on was?
No.
I don't either, and I think it's been well over a month and a half. Matter of fact, I got a power supply in my car to fix the fan in my old one.
Yeah.
It's I'm gonna fix this. 2 months later, it's still in the car. Maybe that's just me.
Usually you use it when it's flying season.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's coming up.
That's coming up soon. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Dr. Mario?
I do.
Guess what? There's now a reboot of Dr. Mario available for iOS and Android.
I don't. Is it the same?
Download and find out.
All right, I will.
There you go.
Does it cost money?
No, it's free to play.
All right, I will.
So we're happy to announce
That was it?
That's it.
That was the whole story.
That's all it was.
You're just aiming to distract me.
I sat up. I'm sorry, Doug.
No, that's alright.
All right, hold on. I'm looking to see.
You go, girl.
Because Dr. Mario was addictive. That was actually the really fun two-player game.
I'm a dick. I'm addicted
me, Dr.
to
Mario. You've got the cancer. Oh, no.
Here's a pill. Take a this.
It's Dr. Mario World?
Yeah, I believe that's what it's fully called.
We'll see.
So, there have been rumors that Nintendo is coming out with a new Switch, and the rumors were true.
Switch Lite, right?
Yes, less calories.
Yeah. Same cost. No.
So Nintendo was working on a new kind of Switch, and here it is. The Switch Lite is a slightly different console designed for handheld play and will arrive September 20th, priced at
$199.
good enough, $200. When it does land, it'll come with 3 different color choices, but no more neon red. You'll be able to pick from yellow, gray, and turquoise.
Okay. Off-white, offer-white, and beige.
Offest white. But the substantial price cut comes with some spec differences,
Such
as
as?
you would expect. So, what's the difference in the Switch Lite, you ask? I'm glad you did.
Well, I was going to ask it, but now I'm not.
You
Because
don't
you already
have
asked
to
it
now.
for me.
Nintendo is framing it as a portable-only console with non-removable Joy-Con controls, so it's going to be a portable gaming system.
It's the Nintendo PSP.
Yeah, basically. There's no TV out support and other stripped-down features like no HD rumble, which is a change we may have seen coming. The screen is also smaller at 5.5 inches, which is down from 6.2 inches on the original, but that shrinkage comes with battery life gains.
I've just stopped downloading it. It looks dumb.
Okay. Nintendo says the Switch Lite will last approximately 3 to 7 hours, which is a hell of a span there.
That's a span. Like, well,
Which
that's
is-
3 to 7 hours, depending on how loud the volume is.
Sure.
And if you want to see the screen.
Yeah, but 3 to 7 hours is roughly 30 minutes longer than the original Switch. Perhaps more notably, Nintendo is saying you'll get 4 hours of Zelda playing time instead of 3, which suggests a more efficient processor setup, especially for more power-intensive games.
Okay.
Nintendo has added that the resolution of the Switch Lite is still 720p, just like the predecessor, which means the Lite's screen will look sharper in comparison because you went from 6.2 to 5.5.
By sharper, they mean harder to see.
Exactly. Aw. So, if you do the math, it should work out roughly to a 12% improvement in pixel density.
So how much was the regular Switch?
More than 200.
Nintendo
I don't know if it was 3 or
Switch.
4, I don't remember.
Wow, let's see how autocorrect does here. Hey, pretty good. It is $2.99.
So you're going to save $100.
Will you though? Will you? I don't know.
The Switch Lite will be actually physically lighter at 0.61 pounds, which the original Switch was 0.88 pounds with controllers connected.
I guess it just
One of the more curious changes is that the Switch Lite swapped out the 4-button D-pad for an actual D-pad, old school Nintendo style.
Okay. I do prefer an actual D-pad versus like the 4-button D-pad.
D-bag?
Yes. No, I was calling it. Never mind.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else really worth talking about. Yeah, whatever.
Good talk.
So, moving on. Marvel. The Netflix era of Marvel TV shows has drawn to a close, but that doesn't mean you'll have to walk away from it empty-handed.
Okay.
In fact, you might just own a piece of the show themselves.
How is that?
Marvel and Prop Store are auctioning off props and costumes from Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist on August 12th through the 13th. So we can also say August 12th and 13th.
Yeah. All right. Are there any props from Daredevil, Luke Cage, or what was the other one?
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist that you would want to own?
I've never seen any of them, so I couldn't tell you.
Really? All right.
Can you actually get a fist?
No, because it was his actual hand.
Online bidding does start now?
Yep.
Go ahead, ask Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Yo.
Is there one prop from either Luke Cage, Iron Fist, or Daredevil, the Netflix series, that you would actually want to own?
What about Jessica Jones? Racist.
It's still on. It's still
still
on.
Still on.
That rocks. No? Nothing? Nothing for that?
No, we agree.
She's so complicated.
As are you, Doug.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, fine.
Rob, no? Anything you want to know?
Iron Fist tattoo.
Iron Fist
They will physically take it off the arm.
that feels
Yes.
chest, but is that only because
I
the
don't
actor
care.
would die and he's
I
awful?
have no idea. I haven't seen any of them.
Okay.
I don't even know if he has the tattoo.
Would imagine not, but there you go.
And no, these aren't just incidental objects that will require a freeze frame to recognize. Many of them are major, instantly recognizable items that define
Such
the
as?
shows. You can get plenty of costumes from major characters from each show, including Daredevil's various suits, Luke Cage's bullet hole-ridden hoodie, and Iron Fist's mask. Even some of the smaller sales might be worth a look.
Such as?
Ever wanted to own Matt Murdock's signature glasses?
those might be kind of neat.
Many of the goods still have slight wear and tear from production, although that could be a plus for some collectors. Be ready to pay dearly for a piece of online video history, although there are some relatively affordable items on the auction block.
Oh, God, but they're usually so stupid.
Mainly secondary costumes and small props. The most coveted items are guaranteed to be expensive.
Such as?
The first-gen Daredevil costume is estimated to fetch between
$10,000 and $20,000.
$30,000 and $50,000.
Oh, God.
And it's not uncommon to see 4 or 5 digit estimates for others. You'll need a big bank account to truly impress Marvel fans then. If you don't mind walking away with something smaller, though, it's still a rare chance of owning a slice of Marvel and internet history.
Do they have a listing of items all right, hold on. I gotta
it's there. All
right, let me look this up. So Marvel auction. I really want to see what some of the stupid ones are.
Me too.
Feel like spending $50 on. All right, Marvel Live auction. Yep. Come on, load. Faster. Yep, forward me to the new side.
Go budget Verizon.
It's actually pretty good. Let's see. Matt Murdock's business cards. Estimates for 100, 150. Current absentees up to 250. Foggy Nelson's introduction costume. Foggy Nelson's business cards. Let's see. Looking. Matt Murdock's cassette recorder. 300 to 500. Jeez. Watch. Stupid. They're saying young Matt Murdock's glasses, 1,000 to 1,500. Young Matt Murdock's hospital bracelet, 100 to 150. Really? Really? Oh, stunt microwave oven. Estimates 400 to 600. How is it a stunt oven?
Because it does tricks.
It
can sit.
Can you set it to explode again or something?
Sure.
Because that would be great.
Right.
That would be alright. That might be worth it. Let's see what else. Wait, is there a way to sort by lowest? Hold on, let's see if there's a way to sort by. Yep, come on. It's not gonna. No. Let's see, paintings. Stupid paintings. A gym bag. Stick set of 3 metal and rubber crossbow bolts. I'm really looking through to see, there's anything iconic and cool. And I'm just not finding it. There's the Devil of Hell's Kitchen, New York Bulletin newspaper. Expected to bring between 400 and 600. Jeez.
You asked.
I know, and I'm just leaving wildly unimpressed. A lot like everything except for Jessica Jones on there.
Well, you got to start getting up into the 5-digit.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
Ooh, a Vote Bill Fisk poster with an estimate of 300 to 500. Yeah. Oh, yep. You have the Nelson and Murdoch Attorneys at Law office plaque. It's expected to go 3,000 to 5,000. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who needs to make 5 mortgage payments?
Yeah.
You can
Is
just.
that a sign on the door? Is that like a nameplate?
Yeah, it's the thing on the door. It's a lot of costumes, really. Really, it's just this is like everyone's worst flea market or tag sale. It's there's a lot of clothes here that no one truly wants, but people are going to way overpay for.
So much like everything that's sold at the Star Trek 40 celebration thing.
Yes.
Way overpriced.
The best part is that you know that all the prop guys and set guys and everything else are sitting is some asshole is going to pay $5,000 for this, right?
Yep.
And then they lick it or something.
Exactly.
Good. Now they can have my lick spit.
That's a thing.
It is a thing. And if it's not a thing, it should be a thing.
Although there is part of me, Rob, that Because I get it. Because from Daredevil, right?
Right.
What the hell's the actor's name who plays Fisk? He was in Full Metal Jacket.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
I get, like, people always like, you should go as Vincent D'Onofrio for Halloween.
Okay.
There's part of me that wants to, like, buy, like, one of the suits here from Daredevil, because I have a feeling I would probably fit it.
What, the Vincent D'Onofrio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it tell you what
How
size?
tall is Vincent D'Onofrio?
He's bald.
Who are these people that are telling you look like
Vincent D'Onofrio
People
is
who
6
only know
feet.
Vincent
Okay,
D'Onofrio.
he's 6'4", so I may have to take up the legs a little bit. Yeah,
How tall are you? 6'1"?
6 foot. Yeah, but that's all I'm saying, you know.
That's fine. Just hike it up a little more.
Yeah. Just do the impression to talk like Vincent D'Onofrio. Something like that. Anyways,
We'll keep working on it.
yeah, we'll get time before Halloween. All right, what else we got for news stories now that I'm done just boring our audience with me scrolling through web pages and reciting what's on them?
Sure. You yell at me.
know.
Anyway,
I was
So-
waiting for someone to yell at me, but it never happened.
it never does. Google has revealed some new things about Stadia, which is their upcoming
I have not heard. Please enlighten me.
Game Anywhere thing.
I am expressing interest.
So here's a couple things. You won't lose access to your games on Google Stadia, even if the publisher decides to exit the platform.
Okay, that is good.
So if they're like, yeah, we're done, it's like, yep, but the games are, so nah. That's one of the things the tech giant has revealed in a comprehensive update to the service's FAQs or facts, where Google promises that once you purchase the game on its platform, you'll own the right to play it
Forever.
for almost ever. Nothing's forever. That means you'll still be able to access it,
Diamonds are forever.
even if time...
At least until the universe consumes them.
That's true. Even if the time comes that it's no longer available for purchase to other players. Quote, outside of unforeseen circumstances, end quote.
Oh,
the
that's
facts
a
say
big loophole.
Stadia will aim to keep any previously purchased titles available for gameplay.
That's a loophole you could drive a truck through.
That's true. In addition, the company has confirmed that Stadia will support multiplayer titles, including couch-based co-ops. In fact, you can use up to 4 Stadia controllers to play local multiplayer games.
Neat.
Speaking of the Stadia controller, the FAQ says it uses BLE for setup, but it connects via Wi-Fi for
Bluetooth Low
gameplay.
energy. Okay.
However, you can also connect the controller to a phone, a tablet, or a PC via a USB cable plugged into its USB-C port.
Oh, I don't have a USB-C port.
Sure don't. Take note that Stadia will only support mobile gameplay on an unlimited number of devices at launch.
Such
though,
as?
Don't get your hopes up. Though, namely the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3a, 3a, 3a XL, 3XL phones, as well as tablets running Chrome OS. Thankfully, Google says it's working on compatibility for more devices. The facts say, though, that the company doesn't have news to share regarding VR support on the platform yet. And you can buy games for any iOS 11 Plus or Android M Plus device that can run the Stadia app.
Okay.
That's a plus. Finally, the company has clarified that the account you sign up for Stadia... That was poorly worded. That the account you sign up for Stadia doesn't necessarily have to be the address you use. The service will merely send a Stadia redemption code to the Google account you use to sign up, but you can redeem that code using a different email address. That makes it easy to buy codes as gifts for friends and family if you're feeling lonely and want to try out the platform's multiplayer titles.
So lonely.
But here's something to brighten up your day, Brad.
Okay, please do.
Just a reminder that Prime Day is coming up in a few
When
days.
is Prime Day?
Monday and Tuesday, the 15th and 16th.
Well, and no work was ever accomplished.
So,
Much money was wasted.
here is a little preview that they released.
Okay.
Amazon claims Prime Day 2019 will be a, quote, 2-day parade of more than 1 million deals, end quote. So, they're saying the same exact thing that they've said in the past, and there's still no real truth to it yet.
It is 2 days of non-stop, unending, extraordinary levels of
Unadulterated?
disappointment.
Unadulterated?
No.
Unadulterated disappointment.
Unadulterated disappointment.
I'm okay with that. Excuse me. The action starts July 15th.
All right, question though. What's more disappointing, Amazon Prime Day or Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom?
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Exactly.
The
You
action
might actually get something out of Prime Day.
Heyo!
The action starts July 15th, and new deals will drop as often as every 5 minutes for a full 48 hours.
At least for Amazon Prime... Wait, Rob. At least for Amazon Prime Day, you actually get something for your money.
Air count it!
This year, Echo owners will have an advantage. Beginning July 13th, Alexa will offer early access to select deals when you ask your Echo, Alexa, what are my deals?
Alexa, take my money!
There you go. Alexa will highlight the top deals each day through the 16th, which could help you jump on discounts as they drop. As always, you have to be a Prime member to take part of the event or start a 30-day free trial.
There you go.
So naturally, to begin with, Amazon is pushing its own devices. You'll find the Fire TV Cube at a $50 discount, and you can save $25 on a Fire TV Stick or Fire TV Stick 4K with Alexa voice remote. You'll save $50 on an Echo, $70 on the Echo Show, and $25 on the Echo Dot Kids edition.
You also save $50 on the Echo.
Why don't you just keep saying $50 in every time?
Free!
Yay! Amazon is offering a range of discounts on its tablets and savings on the Kindle Paperwhite and the all-new Kindle, which I've heard is junk. If you're shopping for home gadgets, look out for $200 off an Eero Wi-Fi system. Funny, we were just talking about that. Is Eero Amazon's brand?
No.
Oh. $30 off the Ring Video Doorbell and $80 off the Blink XT2 2-cam system.
How much off the 2-cam system?
$80.
Math.
What are you mad? Why, do you need more cameras for your cat?
Yes. Always need more cameras for the cat. Duh.
While you keep looking at that.
Hold on, I'm looking at how much the 2-camera system is. What?
Well, you told me to wait while you looked it up.
No,
so now I'm curious.
All right, god damn it.
You did this. This is your fault.
Did I?
Well, you did.
All right, I'm looking. All right, so the 2-camera system is $180.
The XT2.
Yeah, which would make it $100, which would be a good deal. I have the Blink camera system.
Yeah.
They're great.
Cool.
They're tremendous. Matter of fact, right now I am going to spy on the cat.
All right. There are a few other top electronics to look out for. If you're shopping for a new TV, you can save up to 50% on select Sony LED smart TVs, and the Samsung QLED 65-inch TV will be discounted as well. You'll see discounts on select Chromebooks and productivity monitors, accessories, and networking products. Is she on the wheel?
He's on the wheel.
Oh, that's right. It's a he. So the cat is on a huge hamster wheel right now. For those of you at home that will not see this. The portal from Facebook will just be down to $79, which is $120 of savings.
He's staring at Carrot now. He's walking again.
Well, isn't there two-way audio on that thing?
There is, but I don't want to interrupt his exercise routine.
Okay.
This is always great. I just it's one of those it was expensive to buy, and it's like, God, I hope he uses this thing. And he does!
Well, thank goodness for that. You'll also save $50 on the new...
Is he going back to it?
I'm not sure.
We've lost him, folks.
It's true.
He's gone.
He's going back to he's on the wheel, and he's walking more. Cute walking kitty. Hello!
You good?
Oh, I'm great.
All right. You'll save $50 on the new Echo B Smart Thermostat and 30% on other connected home devices. If you're gaming on a budget, you might want to look out for a few of the following deals. Amazon will offer up to 50... Don't bother moving. I'm just going to keep moving.
No, he just wants...
I'm going to widen the shot.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were coming to look at the cat on the wheel.
I'll do that while I'm here.
That's true.
Oh, now he's getting off. Wait, hold on. He's just doing his job, being on a giant cat hamster wheel.
He was doing
Get back on the wheel.
his Dave impersonation.
Get back on the wheel, God damn it!
Was Dave on, was
Now I'm
Dave
talking to the cat.
talking to the cat. Was Dave on the wheel? Or was Dave...
He's like, shit.
What the hell? So it's dark in there?
Yeah. Of course, it's night.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's a light on.
That's true.
He's clearly gone. What's going on?
Yeah.
Who keeps saying that? I mean, I know who keeps saying
Yeah,
that.
he's looking at the camera. This is very entertaining for me, not for you guys, but this is Really, you should know I don't care.
At least he's honest, folks.
Meow, 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 meow.
You're just going to be a crazy cat guy.
Yeah, I am. No, but I'm only going to have one cat.
You say that now.
I do.
If you're gaming on a budget, you might want to look out for these few following deals. Amazon will offer up to 50% off select PC gaming laptops, desktops, monitors, components, and accessories, and up to 50% on select PC streaming equipment.
I just want Stadia to work.
Well, we got to wait for it to come out first.
Details.
You'll save on select Nintendo Switch consoles and get a $35 digital eShop gift card. Nintendo Joy-Con will get a 25% discount. You can save up to 50% on the Astro A40 TR headset.
Okay. Hey, you have one of those.
I do not.
Don't you?
No.
Who has that?
That's
Pat?
not me. Maybe.
Someone.
Save up to $40 on the Oculus Go 32 gig. And save up to 33% on the Sony PS4 Pro console bundle. If you've been waiting to get an iRobot Roomba robotic vacuum or a Furbo dog camera, now's your chance.
Just get
And-
XT2 and talk to your cat.
There you go. And if a 3D printer is on your list, be on the lookout for the following deals. Save 40% on the 3D System Fab Pro 3D printer, just $2,000.
Rule.
Or you can get the 3D Systems bundle, including the Fab Pro 3D printer and
All
curing
right, now
unit
I'm looking at the Fab Pro because
for $25.99.
that's like for 3D printers nowadays. Like hold on, Fab Pro, Fab Pro.
But there's more. You can save 30% on Dremel 3D printers and 20% on the Lulzbot Taz Pro 3D printer.
All right, I'm looking at how much is that one?
The mono-price Delta Pro 3D printer will be just $949.
So I'm looking at the Fab Pro 3D printer.
Yeah.
Now I understand why it's so expensive, because it uses laser deposition.
Lasers.
Laser deposition on the liquid.
Lasers.
Laser.
Plus, you can save 25% on Elmer's glue and find discounts on filament and brands like SaneSmart and UP Fila Premium. Amazon cautions that these deals could run out and they'll be released over the course of the 2-day event. With any luck, Amazon will avoid the glitches it faced last year, though some workers are already planning to strike, and eBay is still promising that it's going to have can't miss deals if Amazon crashes and burns again.
Neat.
And we have one more story, and this is for Doug.
Oh, Doug.
We talked about this back in March, and we're going to revisit it because something actually did happen. No. So if you'll remember, we talked about a quote-unquote robotic umpire for baseball. So if you're tired of watching baseball's umpires blow ball and strike calls, we have some good news for you. Yeah.
Great. That'll be one less thing for people who watch baseball to care about.
What, swearing at the TV?
Yeah. It's like, well, the only excitement I had was yelling at the umpire. Now it's just like watching Bob Ross painting.
Yeah. So last night, a quote-unquote robot umpire called the Atlantic League All-Star Game, and soon all 8 teams in the league will use the system for all their games for the remainder of this season. Yes. The plan to try this tracking technology was first announced back in March, and after a half season of testing the radar-powered system from TrackMan, because it sounds like a Mega Man baddie, it was deemed ready to go for the All-Star Game. It's an experiment done in partnership with Major League Baseball, and it was a precursor of something that could come to the big leagues in the future.
Interesting.
As reported by ESPN, home plate umpire Brian Dubrower had an iPhone in his back pocket that was connected to the TrackMan system and an AirPod headphone. Dubrower. Yeah. So we're going to call him DB from now on. Heard the system's calls through the earpiece and signal balls and strikes as he normally would. Crucially, the umpire can feel free to override the system if he disagrees with the TrackMan's call or if the system otherwise fails, something that did actually happen during the game. According to the Washington Post, the system cut out entirely for half of the 4th inning, during which DB just called the game as he normally would have.
Okay.
For the most part, it sounds like the umpire did agree with TrackMan's calls. There was one call in the 2nd inning that struck out batter Joe something that DB said he normally would have called as a ball. However, he decided not to overrule the system and explained his decision to reporters after the game. He states, quote, "I understand why it's a strike. The top of the ball shaved the bottom of the strike zone," he said, according to the Post. "But it would be almost impossible to be consistent with that kind of pitch without TrackMan. Because it's at the bottom of the zone, but also because the catcher's influence is real."
Oh, Doug, where do you come down on that whole like robotic umpire thing?
Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, come on out of here.
Yeah, sorry. I don't want them anyway, but I thought it was gonna be like a short, like the Domino's delivery thing. The wheels like behind the plate, and it would go beep, strike. But it's just something that's relaying something to it. How boring is that?
That is a ball.
Seriously, that's what I thought. It would be the Domino's delivery thing about that height. Maybe he'd have a blue shirt. Yeah, and he'd go beep, ball.
Like it's literally just like a square box that someone shoved like a person blue shirt on.
Yeah.
Where it's got like the little arm sleeves just kind of dangling there.
Yeah, exactly. It would say beep, strike two.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought.
If someone ratchet strapped a mask to it, you know.
Wait, is it gonna look like Tom Servo?
No, I
like
think it's just gonna
dangly
be a
arms?
box with eyeballs.
Oh, all right.
That's gonna be basically it. Yeah.
That's what I wanted, not a relay thing.
I hope this is gonna
You're
be a
just waiting
podcast.
for like a baseball player to like get frisky with their backswing and just like take it out like, oh no, oh jeez, oh. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I want to do with the Stop and Shop robot.
Yeah, and you got like Albert Pujols just beating the thing to death with a bat. Like, why was I built to feel pain? You know, right?
That'd be great.
This has to be a podcast for you.
Yes. Should be.
Go download the yearbook. Do it now.
Yeah. But by the way, if you didn't know, Doug has a podcast.
He does.
What's
it called?
It's called search for the yearbook, but the full title is called That's What It Says in the Yearbook. That's what it says in the yearbook at hotmail.com. You can email Doug.
I think it says in the yearbook.
No, that's what it says in the yearbook?
It says, because I couldn't fit that.
Oh, says in the
At least I pay attention to the
God
podcast.
damn it. Says in the yearbook at hotmail.com to email Doug, and it's a great podcast.
It is.
And it's just Doug talking about sports and sometimes how that ties in with movie stars.
For
and
3 to 6
definitely lacrosse and F1 and how they should both be a movie about lacrosse and F1 stars who have birthdays on May 22nd.
Yes.
I think I've just summed up the entire podcast.
And don't worry, you won't get bored with it because they're only 3 to 6 minutes long each.
And 3 to 6 weeks apart.
That's true. Because they are for nurses and busy flight attendants.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So we'll finish up this story, and this is the last story.
Did you get any confirmation that either are listening yet?
That anybody's listening?
That either are listening?
Wait.
Nurses or flight attendants?
No.
No?
Well, damn it.
Well,
I've never run into a flight attendant or nurse that says I listen.
before you get to your... Hold on.
Other half of the story.
Yes.
All right.
All right, because I got to go to this because
Yeah, do it.
we got an email.
We did?
We got an email. We got an email!
It's only 10:07. We got plenty of time.
Balloons to drop on your
I know, just confetti raining down from the ceiling.
Well,
We did it, everyone! Yeah!
I'm-
I know.
well, the balloons used to be up there. They're just deflated and
Yes.
melted now.
So, Phil G writes in,
Hi, Phil.
and anyway, he works at, because we were talking on our last show
Yes.
about deaf mechanics.
Yes. I
And it's
remember
like
that.
my car is, making a noise here. It's
Right.
like, how does that work? How do you also sign when you have like a wrench in one hand and like the car? Yay! The balloons. We don't get blown up balloons. We just they're.
You just get balloons. Oh, that's about all that was.
That was about perfect. Nailed it. Yep. All right. And like, how do they sign with one hand? And Pat was saying they can spell it out, but like, what if they're like holding up like the transmission one hand and a wrench in the other? Like, can they sign help with their foot?
I'm thinking not.
I don't know. Anyway, Phil G writes in. He says he works at Curry Toyota in Watertown in service, and at the other Curry in New York has a deaf mechanic.
Awesome.
Says no sign language. They can read, and other mechanics can show them area noises come from.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So it's definitely teamwork.
It's a teamwork thing,
That's
as you would
fantastic.
expect. It's not
Yeah.
like there's some people over there, where like the car's like bang, bang, and they're just like, he might figure it out. Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very happy they can work in that field.
That's cool. That's great.
That's very cool.
It just overcoming obstacles, which is great. And it's just wondering how do they to me it's just mostly curious about the logistics of it. How does it happen? Because out of that come usually some very interesting solutions.
Yeah, the thing is
Yeah.
that the only thing the mechanic is going to miss out on, because when
Uh-huh.
they do your service ticket, everything you say goes on the service ticket. The only thing he's missing out on is actually test driving the car and hearing what it's doing. I mean, if it's a feel it's has this.
And besides, they've already got a leg up on most other mechanics
How's that?
because they never listen to the customer anyways.
That's true.
Ha! You say-
Terrible.
Where's your mic?
Pointing in at his chest so we can
Yeah,
hear
right
his
here.
heartbeat.
Why? What?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just pointing right into the little fold of your shirt.
I always sound.
I didn't see it. I thought it disappeared.
It did. I ate it.
No, that's not the first.
Mine's right here.
We know.
Yeah, mine's folding up too.
We know.
Oh. So to finish up the story, and then we can just blow balloons up for the last 20 minutes of the show. The consensus among players and umpires who have tested it is that TrackMan squeezes the corners of the plate where human umpires might not, and grants strikes higher and lower in the zone. But while these boundaries may be different, the hope is that TrackMan will be more consistent. While the Atlantic League will continue testing the TrackMan system throughout the rest of its season, there's no real timeline. This is why we can't have things. They don't have to be nice. There's no real timeline on if or when the system will come to the MLB. Even though the league stadiums already have the TrackMan system in place. So all the major league stadiums already have this system installed. It's already there. All they basically have to do is turn it on.
Interesting.
We need to see how it works, first in the Atlantic League and then probably other places, meaning other parts of minor league baseball, before it comes to Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball Commissioner Robert Manfred said to ESPN. The data collected from TrackMan is currently used in a wide variety of scenarios, but in-game pitch calls aren't one of them. Still, we're well into the area where everyone watching at home can see if a pitch is called a ball or a strike immediately, thanks to the tracking system's data being used in game broadcasts. If viewers at home can tell if a pitch is a ball or strike, it certainly couldn't hurt if umpires had the same information. And now, to kill time, Brad will blow up balloons.
And also brain cells.
Nah, you don't need them.
Yeah, what? So, we did skip, what did you do the past couple weeks?
Gardening.
Gardening?
Gardening.
What you growing?
Nothing. It's more of a just planting.
What you planting?
Mint, peppermint, lots of flowers.
Are you trying to make your own gum?
My own what?
Gum?
No. But wifey has a plan, because she's basically said to me, and she's absolutely right, it's like, you pay a ridiculous amount of taxes for all this grass, and all you do is mow it.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't it be nice to actually have something you could use, sit, look at, or something else? I'm like, jolly good old sport, let's make this happen.
Okay.
So she has some plans. The main plan isn't going to happen until next year.
What you gonna grow then?
Not exactly sure her whole vision, but she explained it to me, and it sounded really good. So we're planting all the things now, so that way next year when they come up, it'll already be there.
It won't survive the winter.
They're perennial,
Tomatoes aren't perennial.
says you. I'm gonna make a perennial tomato.
A perennial that would make quite a bit of money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So gardening. What else?
Probably other things, but I don't remember because my hands and arms still hurt from the gardening.
Are you sure that's what it hurts from?
Yeah. Yeah, because I've never hurt those muscles doing anything else.
It's the first time for everything, Jay.
Right?
There you go.
How about you? Anything?
I went to Cleveland.
On purpose?
Basically, yeah.
Terrible.
And the long and short of it is, I've had my assumptions about Cleveland nothing but confirmed.
When were you in Cleveland?
What's that?
Fun times in Cleveland. When were you in
about a week ago. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is the river on fire?
No,
Not
but they
this
did have
time.
the kind of tourist video that was slightly more upbeat.
Slightly more upbeat.
Have you never seen this?
Which ones?
Search hastily made.
Yeah, I've seen those. Fun
Okay.
Times in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland. Yeah, those things are like 15 years old.
Yeah, have you seen
They're permanently on this computer.
have you seen the At Least
You
We're
want
Not
me to sing it? I can sing it.
that's okay.
No.
Have you seen the At Least We're Not Detroit one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they're both here.
All right. There's a third one now.
Here's a train carrying jobs out of Here's a place where there used to be industry.
Yeah. Those are amazing.
Yeah, founded by Moses Cleveland.
Yes.
Under construction since 1861.
Who the heck still uses a payphone?
This guy has at least 3 DUIs.
Yep, 2, but 3 by now.
House full of price of a VCR.
Jeez, wow. That's amazing.
That's it there.
We know the Cleveland tourism video.
This is the first time I've ever seen anyone do a YouTube video as a duet.
We're back, baby.
Wow. All right.
Nowadays, like $10.
I don't. Wow. All right.
At Goodwill.
Anyway, so I was doing work out there, and I was left with the even lower impression of Cleveland-based people than I entered with.
That's unfortunate.
It was. I was out there with some very expensive and sensitive electronics equipment,
Yeah.
and the facilities crew at where I was working power washed it.
Ah.
Yeah.
That was just like
How much was destroyed?
fair amount,
Oh, cool.
about a Kia.
Oh, so like $100?
Oh no!
Yeah,
This sounds like the Call of the League offense.
it was not good. It was not good. I literally like stumbled upon it morning coming into where I was working, and I just like, I am, as you know, not often at a complete and utter lack for words. I stood there for a minute just like, you ever watch Family Guy where like Peter like tries to like breastfeed Stewie and Stewie's like when he finds out?
Yes.
That was me
That
for
was
a
you?
solid minute basically.
I hope somebody's paying.
Oh man, someone.
I hope somebody's paying for this.
It was just like,
Is there insurance?
I
on
don't
these
know.
things?
I don't know.
There needs to be.
I don't know. But it was a thing.
Is
Did you get a
stupidity
logo
insurance a
can
thing?
fully out of it?
No, I got
A logo keychain.
I got nothing except for probably an ulcer.
Sorry about your gear. It's
Yeah.
a keychain.
Here, sorry about your gear. Here's an ulcer.
That's fair.
Yeah. Let's see. What else did I discover about Cleveland? They have the worst Moe's in the United States.
Welcome to Moe's.
No, they didn't do that. It's inside the Cleveland Clinic.
Oh.
Our hotel was like right
What
next
kind of clinic?
to cancer.
Oh. Because that's where I put my Moe's inside of a cancer clinic. Hey, sorry you're dying, but here's a burrito.
Well, we were at this hotel, which was basically right next to the hospital, and so the only restaurants around were like in the hospital like cafeteria.
Which makes sense.
It was like in the it was just the it was like Jesus Christ. It was like, well, okay then.
Veterans for me.
Yep.
Veterans for
There's more
Anyways,
Moe's.
so that was that.
teachers and
I just worked a ridiculous amount. Yeah, that was about it. I worked a ridiculous amount. May have gotten an ulcer from that, and
Yeah. What kind of things were destroyed? Give us a scope of the.
very sensitive, specialized position tracking equipment.
Yeah, I can understand the throat punching
Like,
that would.
yeah, it was just like. the
Were they
thing-
covered or?
Yes,
any-
they were until the facility crew uncovered them.
Why
and
would
then
they
power washed them.
uncover them?
Because what happened was the worst kind of stupidity,
Oh, good.
well-meaning stupidity,
Oh.
where it was like, there are these cables in the way. I'll just pull these and break these and put them out of the way so I don't power wash them and
good.
uncover equipment and then power wash it.
Oh, good.
Yes. It was just, that, and I saw a lot of cars stopping in the street and people just randomly getting out and, like, walking and yelling at other people. I saw that at least, like, 4 times.
So you were in, like, America, Russia.
Yeah,
That happens a lot in Russia.
You been to Soviet Russia?
No, but I've seen enough YouTube videos.
There you go, yeah. That's pretty much all you need to know. Let's see, what else? Nope, that was pretty much it. I just worked my absolute tail off.
Dad ass.
I worked that ass. Yep.
Off.
Off. Yeah.
That's great. I don't think I've done it. I've been playing Final Fantasy again.
Uh-huh.
I've been playing 15. I actually got farther than I ever got when I first got it, and the game's been out, I think, for about 3 years now.
That's a while.
It is a while.
Wait, Final Fantasy 15, is that on the PS2?
No, it's on the Xbox.
Oh, okay.
One. Yeah, and I played it and I started getting into it, but then just like I was playing it, but then like we come along, like Evolve came along, and it's like, oh, we'll play that with Sam. And then like Gears of War 4 came along, it's like, oh, now it's time to play that, blah blah, and then it just got shoved to the side. And then it's like, oh yeah, Final Fantasy, let me play that again. And then it's like, I don't remember how to do a damn thing, and I really don't want to go through the tutorial again.
That seems
So it's like,
unfortunate.
and sadness.
And scene. So no,
How's that lightheadedness doing?
it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
So, Pat is not with us. And if
Pat's
I-
no longer with us until next week.
Yeah, if you're even here.
Yeah.
Which is 50-90 right
Yeah, we'll see. Two
now. So he had to go to,
Be here.
he had to go like Stonington to pick
North
up
Stonington to
pick up somebody he doesn't care about. and then
Vincent
come,
D'Onofrio suit. Who wants that? I kind of do a little bit.
You don't look like it.
you have to buy a plane.
No? How about now?
A little bit.
I don't know who these people are.
Hold on.
Listen, Mr. Burns, I don't know what you think Vincent D'Onofrio looks like.
Hold on.
I said wear that suit.
Hold on.
Yeah, you can pull up all the pictures you want. He's not going to agree with you.
No?
No.
No, you don't admit it, but you don't look anything like Vincent D'Onofrio. You look like Brad.
But if you wore the right suit and kept going, Daredevil.
Vincent D'Onofrio is like me in another 20 years. Wait, hold on.
He also looks like.
There we go. Let's get the perspective right.
No,
Nope.
no. No,
If he let himself go.
no.
If you wear a black shirt and a white suit with a red tie, yeah, people might go, hey, you're the Kingpin.
Well, there you go.
That would work.
All right. Well, what time you got, Jay?
Oh, it is 10:22.
Okay.
So we have about 7 minutes to
Well, let's
kill
go through a
blowing
couple
up balloon.
non-Vincent D'Onofrio related news stories.
Well, that doesn't seem like fun at all.
It doesn't, doesn't it? Soon as I get back to wherever the hell I was.
I'll
Nope,
see if I
that's
can
not
find
it.
Anything too to entertain our massive audience of 4 people.
They're high. They don't know what's going on. Boop. Wait for it.
Wait.
I look exactly like Michael Clark Duncan.
Oh, so we were talking
No,
about the
nothing on that
impossible.
one. Come on, that was funny.
So we were talking about impossible beef, but now they're coming out with impossible fish.
They are.
So it's going to be a fishless fish.
So those pescatarians become vegetarian. I don't know.
I got nothing.
It just feels a little. All right, sure, great.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it just feels easier to make something that tastes awful.
AT&T's free robocall blocking service comes with a $4 catch. Well, then it's not free, then, is it?
No, it is not.
What else we got?
Looking. Hold on. God damn it. No, I don't want to go to the Marvel auction again. I was just there.
It's telling you to go back.
I don't want to buy a Vincent D'Onofrio suit.
What, you're going to kill Vincent D'Onofrio and Solomania? He wasn't in Silence of the Lambs. He was in the cell.
Wasn't he? Alright, looking. Hold on. Let's see. Nope. 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 Nope, still not it. Nope.
U.S. government is running out of money faster than expected. All right.
Nailed it.
Over 400,000 Facebook users pledge Area 51 raid.
What?
Yeah. And that's from Fox News, so it must be
What-
true.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. All right, what's the story?
Over 400,000 people have committed to a Facebook event pledging to storm Area 51 in September in an effort to see them aliens.
Yes, I'm sure they'll all show up.
As of Friday, 416,000 people were listed as going to the planned raid, which event organizers say will take place on September 20th at 3 a.m. An additional 428,000 people were listed as interested. Attendees will supposedly meet at a nearby tourist attraction where they will coordinate our entry.
Is it called the Little Alien?
That'd be great.
Well, there isn't actually a place called that, actually.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes.
If we Naruto run, we can move faster than their bullets, the event description said, referencing a Japanese comic character known for his speed. There have been already over 21,000 posts inside the event's page, with some Facebook users posting game plans for how the siege would go, including formations and rock throwers.
Well, that's, yes, throwing rocks at people with guns sounds like a brilliant idea.
Oh, and what are those other things they have? Oh, yeah, aircraft.
Yeah. Don't forget the UFOs and the aliens. The aliens will destroy them with their mind beams.
That's true. One user even wrote a disclaimer in the event that some people do show up in September. Hello, U.S. government. This is a joke, and I do not actually intend to go ahead with this plan. I just thought it would be funny and get me some thumbsy-upsies on the internet.
Yes, because that's how...
I'm not responsible.
That's why someone, like, exclaims they're going to do something illegal on the internet. That's never... Like, I was just joking. That excuse always works. All the time, right, Jay?
I'm not responsible if people decide to actually storm Area 51.
Turns out he will be responsible.
He will be responsible, yes.
Area 51 is a facility near Groom Lake, Nevada, run by the Air Force, whose operations are highly classified.
It more is Groom Lake.
It has been linked to alien conspiracy theories since the testing of a spy plane in 55, in which the Central Intelligence Agency first shed light on the military detachment. Yeah, you go try to do that and watch what happens. You're going to get owies.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of owies.
Yep, yeah. Can't get anywhere near there. Good luck. Hey, you know what people should do? They should email us like Phil G did.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil, at nslstv@gmail.com.
See, we actually read that shit.
We do. nslstv@gmail.com. Thank you for the information on the Death Mechanic. That is uplifting and enlightening. Also, you can check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/nslstv, twitter.com/nslstv.
Look up Cleveland tourism video.
Look up Cleveland tourism video, for God's sakes. We should post a link on our Facebook page to that, Jay.
Whatever you
Can you handle that?
look up
What am I doing?
built suit.
Search hastily made Cleveland tourist video and post it on
Oh,
our...
sure.
It's fantastic. And if you missed any part of this show, there's always a midnight replay. And then youtube.com/nslstv has a huge back catalog of episodes. Right, Jay?
34 cannabis plants found growing in flower beds in the Vermont capital.
That is not surprising, because Vermont and Vermont, right? Basically. What time we got? Oh, hey, we've got 2 minutes left.
We do have 2 minutes left. Actually, that's 30 seconds. There's something wrong with my clock,
All right,
but it's 30 seconds off.
fair enough. Let's see what else. We may or may not be here next week. If maybe you and Pat should do a show.
No.
I'm just saying you and Pat should do a show.
No, it's a
Did I
work.
mention you and Pat should do a show?
It's a worky Friday, and that's hard.
Is it?
Just a few sips of soda or juice daily may up cancer risk by 18%.
Sugary
Even
drinks.
juice? Come on, it's juice.
Sugary drinks. I think diet drinks they didn't necessarily find the same connection with those, question mark. But they didn't find a connection with it. They only found a correlation. And there's a huge difference between correlation and causation. Speaking of which, Jay, what did you learn today?
That you had way too much fun blowing up these balloons.
I did, but I blew all but 2 up, which are in front of the table and a little bit too far. And simple things for our simple minds. Yay! Yay!
Hey, we might see you next week, but then again, we might not.
Then again, I might be prepping for a long-ass drive.
But we're definitely not going to see you in 2 weeks.
And I also learned my cat also runs on that treadmill